its head, the mother's milk becoming the enticement to death of Sisera. Is it Sisera? Okay. And as Chuck was saying, that these things reverberate out. Is there a reverberation then of the vindication of the mother in Christ? Do you see that then happening in your children, and as you train your daughters, for instance, to be warrior babes?
You're going to be a warrior babe?
She's a musical warrior babe.
Not right now.
The rest will come to all.
Well, I'm not sure. I guess we'll leave those. I mean, yes, there is some, but I'm not sure how to flesh that out right now. So, and I think I've taken long enough. So.
I think so.
I don't know if I can do my...
He's still in the wilderness.
We can hold Joseph off if we want.
Yeah. It's like
It's
9:15.
It's 9:15. It's
Everybody's
we
tired.
start at 7 o'clock. We try to do these in a couple hours.
We
Yeah.
started about 7:15.
Joe, do you have any one thought or comment?
Yeah, have you learned anything about being in the wilderness?
Still in the wilderness.
Okay.
Sometimes it takes 40 years.
Yeah.
I'm thinking he'll be about 50, 54 by the time he gets out.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be
It's older
good.
than your
Say
dad
that.
is now.
I know.
Right. Okay.
That's old.
But think about what he'll know
Day
then.
8, day 11.
Look how long it took
Day 8
Dad.
and day 11. Okay.
And everyone is asking to be relatively
Okay,
quick.
All right. Yeah. So Sarah, guide me through. Run me the questions and I'll pick up.
Okay. Day 1 asks, is your heart related to bringing about the mature man in the relationships described by your heart and tone?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. Let's see, I'm trying to find day 2's
Oh,
question.
this is really good.
To day 8. She says, tell me, Tomb, do you think you are of the death or of the life?
Tell me, Tomb, are you of the death? or of
She's
the life?
asking, I told her it was the resurrection.
Right. Okay. And of the life, the tomb becomes the womb of the new resurrection, and the tomb becomes the Holy of Holies with the two angels. So the tomb, which is the ultimate liability, then becomes the new birth.
Okay, so day 3, I ask this really easy, really quick to answer question. Not, what is the state of church mission today? What is lacking, and how do we fill up that lack?
In light of my okay, what is the church mission in the well, we need, my tone is, what time is it? And we need to know where we're at. The church needs to know what time it is. What is lacking is a knowledge of what time it is, which may mean that the church is not mature. It needs to mature, needs to know that there is a beginning, a middle, and an end, and the middle involves distributing and evaluating things. And if we're just stuck at, I don't know, maybe just stuck at the beginning, we're just...
I have a thought.
Okay, good, yeah.
A pastor would probably say something like this. We're charged with various things, the Great Commission and all that, of course, but practically in most cases our job is to give the word and the sign every Lord's Day, which is a small Easter, resonating on out. And that's how we will disciple the nations eventually. And the second thing I would say, Elder Rorta, is about time. We speak time into existence in the image of God under Him. So in other words, when we're done here, Hannah will be writing music that creates new eras of church maturity in music, that kind of thing, and through her life.
Symphonies.
And so, what time it is just a prelude to what time we are going to make under God.
Oh, interesting.
You see, because God has foreordained all things, all the good works that we should walk in them. You see. In other words, let me just expound a little on the logical comes before the chronological. Hannah is going. Okay, everybody fill this in. Hannah is going to the symphony in Chicago on Thursday. She has to get there on Wednesday night. That means she has to leave by Tuesday and she has to pack on Monday night or something. That's the logical. Then the chronological goes the other way. Now God has established the logical, which is the eternal state. And He has established the ways we get there, which is day 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, as I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have to take into ourselves and do day 8, we have to do day 9, day 10, 11, 12, you see. And we speak other eras into existence as we are given the power by God to do it. And we are in 4 times that I think are very important, as I mentioned to you. One is every 500 years is a change in language, let's say. I just came up with that this week.
Okay.
We have a symbol instead of German, or vernacular. Then we have the Jim 700, which I'm claiming is related to the 5th and 8th word. Honor your father and mother, learn our history, and so we can inherit the land. Then we have Rosedakas's 1,000 years, which is now we're in the covenant oriented toward the earth beneath. Science is a covenant oriented toward the waters under, and liturgy is the covenant oriented toward the heavens above. And then we have the rebounding. In other words, Rosedakasi says our history for the last 1,000 years has been from the eschatological claim of Gregory VII on back through the Bible, through the theology of the cross, through Judges with England, through Noah with America, through natural man before the fall with France, to matter in motion, formless and void with Russia. Now we're going back beyond that and springing out to, and God said, and we are under God so we can speak new days into existence. That's what time it is. So what you're doing, and to sum it all up, what you're doing in spreading the symphony thing, which kind of summarizes a lot of this stuff, will be a major mission for you. It's particularly to the third world, or the global south, because they need to know this progression and to avoid the problems we've had with excess academic stuff.
So the question, what time is it, is not look around. It's not only look around, but it's also to say, well, it will be this time.
We had this discussion in a Lutheran forum one time. Somebody says, we don't have near enough pastors in the Missouri Synod. And somebody else said, we have just the pastors that God has given us. And I said, we have just the lack of pastors that God has given us, so we know we have to get more pastors. So that's what time it is. It's time for you and Esther and Joe and Dora and Hannah and Sarah and Eric and Tiffany to speak new times. In other words, the idea that time is something independent of speech, that's, ERH says no. Time was made by speech. How do we know that? From the Bible. God said, let there be light, and there was light, day 1.
Okay.